Top of the morning to you, Jack. K4YDB. Good signal here.
Morning, Bob. Thank you.
I was trying to bring up Charlie's live stream. I guess it ought to be up shortly. But I came across some things that popped up on YouTube, and here's a subject. I got to look at this one. It says the rudest totem activator that I have ever encountered by K4YDB. Anyway, I'm gonna have to read that one. That hasn't been my recall on POTA guys. You're all pretty good. Anyway, K4YDB. We're gonna start this net in 10 minutes on the hour. That would be 1500 Zulu. Hey, good morning, Charlie. Good signal here. Oh, very good. I'll back up, look at it, and usually pops right up there as soon as I open up YouTube because it's one of the things I watch. Very good, Charlie. Thank you. I thank you for working the late last night, running the photographs and the question on there. So yeah, everybody on the net today, Charlie's live streaming. You can see the question today, which is it's a short question but a lot of answers. And it'll have some pictures and clues. If you're a good sleuth, it'll help you out get the answer today. This is K4YDB, starting on the hour.
This is W5PIX on the base. Standing by for Airport Flyers Club net.
Good copy, Clifford. Good copy, K4YDB.
Thank you, Commander. I appreciate that. And it's good to be home after a wild weekend with the Belton Hampsets there, over.
Roger, roger. You get around there before you get a chance to get back to your estate there. Very good. Going to start the net here. Oh, about 6 minutes. K4YDB.
Roger that. This W5PIX standing by for the Airport Flyers Club net. And we are all tuned up. So everybody get everything tuned up, ready to rock and roll.
Uncle Chris, this KF4CAX, ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll, Captain. I hear you there, K4CAX, sounding good. Yeah, when you said I was a little weak yesterday, yes, sir, I was barefoot. The motorhome doesn't have an amplifier in it yet.
Yeah, I was wondering if it wasn't as strong as normal.
I could tell when that was the situation we were barefoot. That was our FT891 that well, it was won by another individual 2 years ago, and Miss Bonnie says it goes in the motorhome, so that's where it's at there, over.
Good.
W2WLD, WA6LJS.
W6LJS, W2WLD, about an S7, John, S7.
Yeah, you're exactly the same. S7 locally and coming in the SDRs. Very good, but I am copying the Q5. W2WLD, WA6LJS, standing by for the Flyers net, top of the hour. W2WLD, W4PUO. Good signal, Bill.
Yes, thank you, Lee. You're about an S7 this morning, W2WLD.
I'd say the same about the 7 for you. Okay.
Over the horizon radar. That's today. Well, Captain, the only thing I'm hearing is somebody tuning up as W5PIX. I don't hear the over horizon at all. That might have been what I heard. W2WLD, WA6LJS.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
Yeah, you're showing up 2 times on SDR2. Have you got 2 different computers logged in?
No, only one.
Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, it shows up 2 times. One of them, 2 different colors. Anyway, must be just an anomaly. WA6LJS. K4YDB, W5PIX. Tom, you're doing fine. I hear you. Yes, sir, K4YDB. It is kind of strange. I've got Captain Bill and WA6LJS. Both of them were just 3 on the noise level here, so I don't know what's going on either. But the commander, he's in there real loud. So, and you're in there too, Tom. So you're there. If we have to relay, we'll relay there. Over. Roger's on that. I'm not even on the beam. I'm on the butternut antenna right now, so that's all I'm running. Well, tapping on the mic's doing you real good. I guess you're testing out your box, so go ahead. This is W5. Yeah, 1 minute to nip time. QSL.
Okay, good morning. This is Kilo 1, Bravo, Oscar Bravo, Bob, up north of Boise, Idaho, West Central Mountain. And welcome to the Flyers Club Net. We meet on this frequency, 14-290, 7 days a week, as best we can, every day of the year. We consist of military aviation members, both active and retired from all services air branches. We also very much like to welcome visitors to the net, and you don't need to be necessarily involved with the military or aviation just to check in. We'd love to have you check in with us. To learn more about our club and our net, go to www.airforces, plural, flyers, plural, club.net. That's Air Forces Flyers Club, one word, .org. That's .org, sorry. It's hard to break old habits. Our net runs like this. We'll go once down the initial check-in list, which I have currently on NetLogger. You can go to NetLogger, look for Air Force Flyers Club, and see where you're at on the list this morning. If you don't see where you're at, you better check in on HM. We'll go once down the initial check-in list, and I'll give that out momentarily, and then go to a 73 round to conclude the net, and we'll ask for late check-ins on the way. If you do want to check in, try to get a word in edgewise. Use these words. We pick up for these words: contact, relay, info, or check-in as required. We are also, at the conclusion of the net, we'll be on Echolink. If you have that available. If you don't, you ought to try to get it and find it. We're on the AFFC node on Echolink. Also, we'll be starring on YouTube this morning through a live stream. You can go to YouTube search, put in K4YDB. Put in Kilo 4 Yankee Delta Bravo. That is Charlie, one of our net controllers, and he's running that YouTube, and you can see our question for today. And I want to see raise of hands. Who's already been researching the question? You need to tell me this morning. That's a head start. We're going to have to put up the question later, perhaps. Okay, a good place to go to listen to us is on Utah SDR2. You can probably get most everybody if you're having problems in your local area with your reception. Other than that, I think that's about all I have. However, when checking in, please give your call sign slowly and phonetically, followed by your name, location, and early out if you need it. We've got people listening all over the U.S. of A. We're bound to get you in one way or another. With that, so far on today's list, I have KS5KY, receive only. Good morning, Chris in Bowling Green. We have K4YES, and yes, Tom, I am receiving you here, but very lightly. I might need help with your signal. I'll bring it up on an SDR. Good morning to you. We've got in Arlington, Texas, that of course is Lee, and 5BE. Good morning, Lee. And over in Hamul, north to east of San Diego, is WA6LJS, who's running the NetLogger today. Thank you very much, John. After that, we have in Bellevue, that's Lee, our lead sled driver, W4PUO. Good morning to you, Lee. After that, we have Dale, our vice commander. That's W5OG, back from his planning duties with his coach group. And we have Mike in Nebraska. Good morning to Mike. Mike is KF0OPE. Good morning to you, Mike. After that, we have way up in Scotia, New York, is W2WLD. That, of course, is Captain Bill. Good morning, Bill. And in Sparks, Nevada, that would be Sparky, of course, or a.k.a. Carl, KF7GJO. Good morning to you, Carl. And then another net controller out in Georgia, KM4CAX, Captain Jack. Good morning again, Jack. in Cartersville, we do have K4YDB, because he's doing the YouTube today, so that's why that call is familiar to you. Good morning, Charles. Thanks for all the help with enhancing what we do every morning with pictures and the questionnaire, so people can get it if they can't hear it on the air too well. After Charlie, we have W5ABI in Las Cruces. Joe, good morning again, Joe. And down in W5 land, that's Clifford, Uncle Cliff, W5PIX in San Antonio area there. Good morning, Cliff. Glad you're at home today. Get a little rest. You need it. And next we'll go to Ray. He's in Petersburg, New Jersey, WD2JJO. Let's see. And after that, we have Russell, Ellensburg, Washington. And K8AF, can't forget that call sign. Good morning to you, Russ. You're a little close to me. I'll have to get you on an SDR, but that's okay. After that, we have James in Belton, Texas. KG5PTE. Good morning to you, James. And after that, we have Brandon in Wiley, Texas. KI5FXE. Good morning, Brandon. And last on the list as I have it, Steve in Florida, KQ4HJN. Big good morning to you, Steve. With that, are there any other check-ins? Any other check-ins to the Air Force flyers? Please come now. Call sign, name, and location. Relay. Anybody hear anything?
I think there was a relay, Bob.
Station, I'm hearing relay. Try that call again, sir. It's W5PIX.
Kilo Bravo 7 Lena Alpha Kilo. This is Justin.
I got Kilo Bravo 6. What's the suffix?
A relay. Yeah, it's Justin, KB7LAK. Good morning, Justin. W5OG.
Okay, we got that figured out. KB6LAK, good morning to you, Justin. There was also an OP I caught, dash AG. Would you come back? You're very strong here. Come back again, sir. You got covered up. Okay, I don't hear you now. Any other check-ins for the Air Force Flyers Club net? Okay, get to that time. KF0, Papa Bravo Echo /AG. You'll have to tell me what that means. I'm a bit dull. And what's your location and name, sir? Good morning.
Good morning. This is John in KF0, Papa Bravo Echo, RKG.
He just got his general there, Commander.
Yeah, I just figured that out. I don't hear that too often, but I didn't remember it. Very good. Got you there in Colorado. And say your name one more time.
Jim, Juliet, India Mike.
Okay, Jim, welcome to the Air Force Flyers Club Net. Glad to have you with us this morning. Do you happen to need an early out today, or are you able to stay for the duration?
Sure, back for that.
Okay, I'll copy that as you can stay there for the net. You're on the list, sir. Let's see, any other check-ins? This is K1BOB before I get a couple of relays here. Okay, nothing heard here. I will ask for any early outs momentarily. But first, let's go back out to the west coast there. John, would you give a call, please, from Hamul?
Wilco. This WA6LJS relaying for net control for the Monday morning Air Force Flyers net. We're looking for check-ins, either members or visitors. Call now. All's quiet out west. Back to net.
Okay, well, thank you, John. Let's go clear out to upper state New York. Bill, W2WLD, would you do your thing?
Wilco, this is W2WLD upstate New York. Relay for net control for the Air Forces Flyers Club. We're taking check-ins. Members or guests, please call now. All quiet on the east.
Okay, all quiet on the northwest. And does anybody require an early out this morning? Are there, you know where you're out in the list, does anyone require an early out, an in and out? Okay, nothing heard. Well, good morning again. This is K4YDB, and I do have just one question today, but a few answers to it. And I'll start with a question. And again, if you go to live stream YouTube, you can see the question, so you don't have to write it down. And you can see some pictures, which have an awful lot to do with the question today. Thank you, Charlie, for doing that. So this question will be a true or false question, and I need you to find the false question or questions. There could be more than one. So you're looking for just the false one. These will be statements A through F, and I just need the letter for which ones you think are false, or it might be one. Okay, what does this regard? This question regards Major Gregory Pappy Boyington, Medal of Honor and Navy Cross recipient. I think you've all heard of him. I mentioned him when I talked about advanced bases in the Pacific. I mentioned him in the conclusion of that as having been one of those flyers in the Pacific at a couple of advanced bases out there. So here are the statements, A through F, and you just determine which ones are true or which ones are false. I just need to know the false by exception. Here is statement A. Major Boyington was born in my state here of Idaho. At age 6, he had his first airplane ride with a barnstormer. That's a whole story unto itself. In 1934, he earned a Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Engineering. He married and went to work for Boeing as an engineer. Statement A. Major Boyington was born in Idaho. At age 6, he had his first airplane ride with a barnstormer. In 1934, he earned a Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Engineering, married, and went to work for Boeing as an engineer. Statement Bravo. In 1935, he applied with the Navy as an aviation cadet. They rejected him because he was married. He got a copy of his birth certificate and learned that who he thought was his father was not his actual father at birth. His real father was a dentist by the name of Charles Boyington. In 1935, he applied with the Navy, got turned down for aviation cadet training because he was married. He went and looked at his records, found that he didn't have the correct name. His real father was Charles Boyington. Statement Charlie. Under that new name, and not mentioning that he was married, he once again applied. The Navy accepted him as an aviation cadet. He just didn't mention he was married that second time with the new name. So, Statement Delta, during his first tour, Major Boyington shot down, under his new name and not mentioning that he was married, the Navy accepted him as an aviation cadet. Okay, a couple more to go here. Statement Delta. Statement Delta, during his first tour, Major Boyington shot down 14 enemy fighters in 32 days. During his first tour duty, he shot down 14 enemy fighters in 32 days. And Statement Echo. Statement Echo. In 1944, Boyington was shot down over the Pacific just after making his 26th kill, and for nearly 2 years, Boyington was a POW, but freed when American forces liberated his POW camp. Statement Echo. In July 1944, Boynton was shot down over the Pacific just after making his 26th kill. And for nearly 2 years, Boynton was a POW until liberated by the U.S. And last one here. Again, these are on YouTube. This is a short one. Statement Foxtrot. His autobiography, Baa Black Sheep, was used as a basis for a 1970s TV series starring Cornell Roberts. His autobiography, Baa Black Sheep, was used as the basis for a 1970s TV series starring Cornell Roberts. Okay, there you have it. Sorry for the long one, but there's only one question today. So with that, I'm going to ask for any late check-ins, or we're going to get started down the list. This is K4YDB calling. Okay, anybody have a question on my question? Golden silence. This is K4YDB. We're going to start down the list and say good morning, first of all, to KF5KY. Good morning, Chris. It's a lot better when we hear you, but we know you got to work there, so we'll give you a wing rock as we go past Bowling Green, Kentucky. With that, we're going to go out to Tom in Alabama. K4YES. K4YES. You're up, Tom. Good morning. Okay, Tom, I copy. Conditions are terrible there in your local antenna. I might suggest going to that Georgia one there at the school. That works pretty good. I'm sure I'm booming in there. And if not on the Utah, I don't know about Utah, but we do have short skip, and that is short skip from me. Very good, Tom. We're going to show you one and done. Sorry you couldn't hear much today there, Leon. So 73 to you, sir. Next, let's go out to N5BE. Leon, you're up. Good morning, sir.
K1BOB N5BE. Well, I like this question. I hated that show. I could not bear to watch that TV show. But I loved McHale's Navy because it was just buffoonery. I still figure. Golly. I know F is wrong. Even though I said I'd never watch the show, I know F is wrong. E, I'm not sure about, and this is a nuance here, Bob. This is a little bit of a curveball. So, what was he credited with when he was shot down, and what did he ended up actually being credited with when the war was over? I'm not sure how to answer. So, without giving too much away, I'm going to say everything is true except Echo and Foxtrot. That's I'm going with that. Oh boy. All right, that's it. I'm saying too much. K1BOB N5BE.
Okay, Leon. We're going to write you down for Echo and Foxtrot as being false. Echo and Foxtrot. And very good. Okay, let's see. Let's go to John. Thank you for running the net logger, John. WA6LJS. Good morning, sir.
Okay, thank you, Bob. To K1BOB, WA6LJS. Good morning to the net. Well, so far I'm hearing everybody. I'm even hearing Tom out there, YES, and usually I can't hear him except maybe on one of the SDRs, but he's coming in locally today. And you're, as usual, you're 15 to 20 over, Bob. Really nice signal again. So conditions are pretty good. Let's see. It's about 50 degrees here and some light fluffy clouds on the horizon, but a lot of blue sky. So it's going to warm up. I think we're having a nice day today. We had a little light rain last night, but nothing to speak of. And let's see. Answer to the question. Well, I don't really know, but I'm going to say Foxtrot, the TV show thing. So put me down for F. Foxtrot is my answer as the false one. And we have a brand new member, number 768. It's W7 Papa Golf Whiskey, W7PGW. His name is Pete, and he's located by you, Bob. He's in Athol, Idaho. So we haven't heard him on the air yet, but one of these days he'll be coming in here, I'm sure. So that's number 768, new member, W7PGW, Pete. And with that, I'll turn it back to you, and I'll be here to the bottom, K1BOB, WA60JS.
Okay, John, very good. Yeah, I talked to Pete a while back there. He's way up top of the Panhandle, right up near Canada, quite a ways from me, and closer to the Arizona border here. So very good, John. Got you down as Foxtrot, and Leon was Echo and Foxtrot. So there you go, for if you want to put those in the remarks. Let's see, next up at Belleville, Lee, W4PUO. What do you think, Lee?
Good morning again, Bob, K1BOB. This is W4PUO in Belleville, Texas. We're also cloudy down here this morning, Bob, overcast, and no rain forecast till about a week from now. But that means I just have to put a little water on the garden this week. The question is a good one. I watched a lot of those TV series, so I know the gist of it, but his actual record, I'm interested to learn about it. And I'll take a wag at the question by remembering what it takes to, ammo-wise, what it takes to shoot down another airplane. I think it was an F4U, I think, what they were flying, and I can't imagine him having enough ammo every other day to have a kill, unless he had multiple kills lined up, clicking off one from the back each time he made a pass. So I'm going to say Delta. Sounds a little bit unreasonable, but who knows? It could be true. And also, I'm kind of questioning about his POW experience. I don't know much about that, so I'm going to put another check mark against Echo. So Delta Echo, Bob, that's for me. I'll be around till the end. W4PUO.
Okay, Lee, very good. Delta and Echo. Delta and Echo. Very good. Well, let's see. Next on the list is W5OG. Good morning, Dale. You're up for the net.
Okay, thank you, Bob. W5OG here, and yeah, it's cloudy here in my part of East Texas as well. I heard Lee say it's cloudy and overcast down there in Belleville. And let's see. And I don't guess we're going to get any rain either out of it, but it does. It looks like it could be a rainy, building up to some rain. We'll have to wait and see about that. I don't think it's forecast, though. Very interesting question, and appropriate, I guess, that we remember Boyington, all of his, his autobiography or his biography there. He was quite an interesting character, and I'm inclined to say that they're all correct except for F. I don't think that is a false question or a false answer. F, Foxtrot. So put me down for F. I think the rest of them are perhaps correct. Even as astounding as some of them appear, I believe that they are correct. Let's see what else is going on. I guess Bob, K2SJP, leaves the Philippines, heading back tomorrow, and we'll be anxiously awaiting his return and all of his exploits there and his trip to the Philippines. Let's see what else is going on. I guess that's about it. You got a nice long list, so I'll turn it back there, Bob. K1BOB, back to net, W5OG.
Okay, very good, Dale. Thanks for joining us this morning. Good to have you back. And put you down for Foxtrot as being a Foxtrot is false. Would I have done that? Okay, well, fine. Thank you, Dale. Let's go to Mike in Nebraska. KF0OPE. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, K1BOB in the net, KF0OPE here. Well, it's 63 degrees here, beautiful sunny day, a little breezy, but big storm forecast for later today, so I may have to take my antenna down because they're talking 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. Let's see, as for the question, I'm going to go with Foxtrot. I think I watched every single episode of that show multiple times, and so I'm pretty sure I can say that Foxtrot is false. The other ones I think are all true. I'm going to be one and done today. I've got to get out of here and get some stuff done. So 7-3, guys, have a great day. Back to K1BOB in the net, KF0OPE.
Very good, Mike, KF0OPE, and get you down for Foxtrot. I'll give you a 73 there. Thank you for joining us, Mike. Always enjoy your questions. Okay, next, let's go out to a naval aviator. That would be Bill, W2WLD. He knows a little about the Marines, too, I'm sure. W2WLD, you're up, Captain.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Good morning, all. Propagation is 4 today. Weather's not, though. Sunny and 60. I'll get right to the question. The one thing you didn't have as one of the questions was how many bar fights Boyington got into during that TV series. Seems to me that they'd shoot down airplanes and have bar fights. I know that Foxtrot is false. It wasn't Colonel Roberts. As far as the other questions, I really don't know. And Bob, I'm sorely tempted to say this is the ultimate trick question with all the specifics in each of your answers there, that there might be one tiny thing that's off in each one, that they're all false. But I won't do that. I don't think you'd do that. So Foxtrot, that's going to be my answer for today. K1BOB, W2WLD.
Okay, Bill, W2WLD, K1BOB here. Very good. Get your answer as Foxtrot, as false. And it's good to know some of you watched that TV series a bit. I did when I was a teenager. And I don't know, it was pretty good. Let's see. We'll move on to KF5 GJO, Sparky and Spark. Go ahead, Carl. You're really close, so I may not be able to get you too well. I might need help with Carl.
Well, good morning, everybody. KF7 DJO here. Propagation isn't much to write home about. You're going to have to write home. You will get through on the wireless. Yeah, interesting question. Good question. Yeah, Pappy Boyington, after the war, was a friend of my dad's when he was living in the Clovis and Fresno, California area. Excuse me. And I never met him, but when Dad was ever up in that area, he used to always get together with him, and they were both notorious drinkers, so I'm sure that they had just more than a few together. I do have a signed copy of his book here on my bookshelf. I've read a couple of times.
one of my former instrument students attended an air show or something where he was air citing books, and she got a copy of it. So that's kind of a treasured memento that I have. The question regarding bring it back up here real quick. I'm questioning whether or not his time with the Flying Tigers is considered as his first assignment. Relative in a sense. As far as the answers, and everybody has already brought out the errors in answer number 7, Foxtrot. And I'm going to throw a curveball there and think that with all the particulars in A, Alpha, that there's also a couple of errors in that. So I'm going with A and F on my response to today's question, Bob. It's a good one. And I'll send it back to you, and I'll be standing by for the second round to find out how badly I did. K4YDB, this is KF7GJO. Okay, KF7GJO, top of your very fine on Lumpkin there, Carl. And I've got you down for A and F, I believe. Alpha and Foxtrot. And that's what John sees too. Very good. We'll get back with you. Thanks for joining us this morning. And let's go to another naval aviator, Captain KM4 CAX. Jack, good morning. You're up.
Good morning, Carl. KM4 CAX. Yes, in Georgia. The temperature here now is 78. It's going to go all the way up to 86. I've been the highest of the year so far. And a low of 58. So I'm going to have the air conditioning on, but then it got cool again, so we turned it off. And now I'm going to have to turn the air conditioning back on again. As to the question, I'm going to say that Foxtrot is false, and I think the Echo is false also because it's too long a time. Jumping to the DOW for 2 years. Anyway, that's my story. This KM4CAX, back to K4YDB, and Bob, that's going to be a one and done. I've got a bunch of paperwork to do. And for those of you who do estimated taxes, today is the last day of the first quarter, so you have to get your paperwork in. I almost forgot. I have to come and do that last night. I got to get that into the mailbox. Ship it off. I hope everybody knows that remember to do it. That's my story. Sticking to it. I'll turn it back to you, Bob, for KYDB, KM4CAX.
Okay, Jack, that's your answers recorded there, F and E, and you need to get going on with your life there, and we'll give you 73. Thanks for joining us this morning, Jack. And let's see, let's go to Cartersville. That would be Charlie, running the live YouTube stream. Thank you very much for doing that, Charles. K4YDB, you're up, Charles.
K1BOB, K4YDB. I had to clear my throat. Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's having a good morning. Bob, your signal's faded down just a little bit, but conditions so far have been pretty good for me here. GJO and CAX were a little bit on the just above the noise there, but I was able to copy both of them. The only one so far I didn't hear was Tom. Of course, I hardly ever hear Tom. But I hope everybody's having a good morning. Right now, it's about 75 degrees here. We're supposed to get up into the mid 80s today, so you know where I'll be. I'll be outside right after the net and start working out here in the little garden things. I got to clean out all the weeds that we accumulated over the winter. But that's about all I'm going to be doing here. I was on 10 meters last night playing around. I put my new 7510 antenna up and was playing around with it. And actually, I got Mozambique. I was kind of surprised. I was happy with that. So I think the antenna's going to do what I need it to do. I hope anyway. But as far as the question goes, I've read this thing over and over and over and over. Well, you know I did because I had to put it up here. But I'm just going to go with Foxtrot. I'm not really sure. I'm just going to go with Foxtrot. K1BOB, K4YDB. I'm back to net.
Okay, Charlie, very good. And you're going to go with Foxtrot. Well, the lemmings are never wrong. Lemmings are never wrong. Just remember that. Very good, Charlie.
Kilo Delta 5 Delta Lima Zulu.
Thanks again for doing all you do on the streaming YouTube. And I'm just going to take a back here and mention, I wanted to convey as much stuff about Pappy Bollington and to do that through the question. So yeah, most everything is going to be true there. So with that, we'll continue, and I'll fill in some of the questions some of you folks had as we get towards the end here. With that, let's go down to Clifford, W5PIX. Good morning again, Cliff. You're up. Good morning, sir.
Well, good morning, Commander, and all the flyers there. Make sure everything working here. Well, I'm going to step out on a limb. I'm going A, E, and F, because I do know the gentleman that played Pappy Bollington. So, like I said, I'm going out on a limb, A, E, F. And anyways, it sounds good. Anyway, we had a very good weekend. Me and Miss Bonnie got to our Hamfest late Thursday night, just before midnight. And so we did work Friday and Saturday, played road guard there, and it's amazing how people that are in a hurry to get inside are just impatient, and they ran into a big roadblock, speed. So, tell them to get out of your vehicles and go in, check in, find out where your table is and all that before you come in here with your automobile. And then, of course, we had people wanting to get out, wanting to get in, so I had to play the bad guy out there, and I had a ball doing it. And then Saturday, and all the examiners ran upstairs, all the VEs there to test the people, and I have not heard how many had passed or how many. And congratulations to our Colorado gentleman there, Jim, for getting his general ticket there. So congratulations and welcome to the group. And let's see, anything else? Oh, yes, Saturday afternoon we did leave a little early because we had a big T-bone steak waiting on us, about a 1-inch thicker that had been marinated for 3 days, about 170 miles away at my wife's next to the youngest sister. And so we drove up to Lake Tawakoni, Texas, Quinlan area, north of Canton. So we were just north of Dale, not too far west of Dale. And but we didn't drive over to Dale. I couldn't see everybody, but we did see her two sisters and brother up in that area. And then drove back last night, yesterday afternoon, back here to the ranch down here in the hill country. So other than that, we had a good time, and James and I had a good grill time, along with Pee Wee, and we met Jennifer also, as I've seen her before, and she looked good, thin, as usual, tall drink of water. She did cut her hair a little bit, but we all had a very good time, and then her ride decided he wanted to leave early, so she had to leave early. But Charlie did get some pictures what I understand from James. So, anyways, he's coming up on the list also. So I'll let him take some. I'm not going to take all his thunder away. So, anyways, that's my guess. A, E, and F. So back to you, Commander, and thank you very much for running the net. This is W5PIX, Bull Verde, Texas, on the base.
Okay, very good, Clifford. Good copy on you there. Thanks for all the updates and all the ham stuff going on, and you all getting together there. So very, very, very good. Good info. And let's see, you get your A, E, and F. A, E, and F. John's already got you recorded there for posterity. Okay, we're going to move on to Joe, anxiously waiting. W5ABE. Good morning again, Joe. You're up to.
Yeah. K4YDB, W5ABI. Good morning, Bob, and all the flyers. Good day here, sunny, no wind, about 64 now, supposed to be up to 85. So it looks like we're supposed to get high waves here later on, so we'll see how things go with that. I haven't had too many problems with the antennas, so anyhow, let me see. I'm going to go with Foxtrot, my answer, and we'll be around to the bottom, Bob. K4YDB, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, very good. And get you down for Foxtrot, and you'll be with us for the rest of the morning. Good to hear there. Your antenna's sounding very good. All right, let's go way out to Ray, New Jersey. WB2JJO. Good morning, Ray. You're up for the net, sir.
K4YDB, okay, I got that right. K4YDB from WB2JJO. Good morning to you, Bob, and all the flyers on the net. It's a very, very beautiful day here in southern New Jersey. Believe it or not, I got wall-to-wall sunshine, and it's 80 degrees outside. 80, big, beautiful degrees. I got a little, what do you call it, food shopping to do after the net, so I'll be here to the end, that's for sure. But as far as the question is concerned, boy, for me, this is a head scratcher. I don't remember that series on TV. I might have watched it, but I don't remember it. But I do remember McHale's Navy, though. I do remember that with Ernest Borgnine. Anyway, to get back to the question, I'm going to have to go with Echo and Foxtrot. I'm going to follow those guys on that lemming line. Echo and Foxtrot. So there you go here, Mr. Bob. And by the way, I don't really need the SDR for you. You're a good F7 in here today. And I can hear you right on the radio. So, Bob, thank you for doing the net. Back over to you, sir. K4YDB from WB2JJO.
Okay, Ray, caught all that. Very good. Yeah, you're about an S7, S8 here, and someone's pinging on top of you there, bringing it up to an S9. But I can still hear you through it all. I'll get you down for Echo and Foxtrot. Very good, Ray. Thank you. And let's see. Let's go to Washington. That would be Russell. K8AF. K8AF. Russ, you're up. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. This is K8 off of Fox. And a beautiful sunny day in central Washington. Got some winds there, about 20 miles an hour or so. So keeps things brisk out here. It's about 55 degrees. It's a beautiful weekend, about 75 on Sunday. Took the grandkids to Fisher of the Top on Saturday, and they caught some rainbow trout, and we took those up on Sunday for dinner. But let's see, I missed some of the questions, but I'm going to say Foxtrot. Not sure if that's right or not. And then I'm going to be one and done because I keep getting calls from work, so I need to keep up with those things. Very popular today for whatever reason. So I'll turn it back to Net Control W1DOB from K8AF 73 off.
Okay, very good. Let's see. I bet your answer is Foxtrot. Picking up on the Lumpkin real fine. I bet you lay here, actually, not too far away from you there. And I heard a 73, I believe, get back to work there. So thanks, Russ. Your answer is recorded as Foxtrot, and that was K8AF. Next, we're going to go down to James at Belton. I'm sure he's got a news report. KG5PTE. KG5PTE. Go ahead, James.
Good morning, Bob. K1BOB in the group, KG5PT. Hope everybody's having a great day. A little cloudy here. Rain chances coming into the forecast. I got a buddy of mine here in Netherham. We're looking at my new Yaesu FTM 500 DR. It's the new C4 FM series mobile radio put out by Yaesu. I sold the 400 on Friday, and I bought the 500 on Saturday. We had an excellent ham fest, and I sold a lot of stuff, but then I bought a lot of new stuff. So, and I sold some of the Silent Keys stuff for the XYL with his. So, all good stuff around. We had about 19, what is it, Jeff? 19 or 20 people test? 19 people test, and we had a good successful event. So, with that, I'll just put down me for Foxtrot for the answer. I was looking through the questions. I don't have any ideas, so I'm just going to go with Foxtrot. And I'll turn it back to you, Bob. Thanks for running the net. K1BOB, KG5PTE on the Yaesu 991.
Okay, very good, James. Sounds good. You're coming in well here about an S7, S8 today. So we get you down for Foxtrot. And let's see. Where am I going next? I'm going to go to KI5 SXE. That would be Brandon in Texas. Brandon, you're up. Good morning, sir. KI5 Sierra X-Ray Echo. Brandon, are you there?
KI5 SXE, you're up, Brandon.
Okay, nothing heard. Thanks, John. Let's see. Let's try Steve in Edgewater, Florida. KQ4HJN. Kilo, Quebec 4, Hotel Juliet, November. Steve, you're up for the Flyers. KQ4HJN. Steve, you're up. Okay, nothing heard on Steve. Let's go to Justin in Utah, KB7 LAK. Good morning, Justin. You're up for the Flyers, sir.
KB7 LAK, you're up, Justin.
Well, I don't know what happened to him. He was pretty strong earlier.
Roger, nothing heard here. And let's try Jim in Monument, Colorado. Booming in here. KF0 PEPDE. Yeah, they all sound the same. PDE. And congratulations on the new general there. Jim, you're up. Kilo Foxtrot 0, Papa Bravo Echo. Jim, are you there? Okay, nothing heard. We're going to try Chris in Texas, Harker Heights. I don't think I've talked to you before. KI5 ZTI. Chris, are you there? You're up for the Flyers, sir.
This is KI5ZTI, Chris in Harker Heights.
I was wondering, am I getting in there because I'm having a hard time picking up everybody? Or what?
Yeah, I've got you about an S5, about a 4.5 signal, but I'm copying you. Go ahead, Chris.
Roger, this is my second time on the net, and just got my general on Saturday, so I'm enjoying it and working on my extra, but I like coming in here. Let's see, who was it? That was KG5PTE and KJ5 BWB had brought me into this net. So retired Army, 26 years, and I'm enjoying listening to the Flyers Club. Back to you, Ned.
Okay, was this KF0PDE? Is that you, James, or is this Chris? KI5 ZTI, or did you both get generals there? Go ahead, last unit talking.
This is KI5 ZTI. No, I was the only one who got my general. James has his extra, and yeah, he's pushing me to get my extra, so I'm working on it. Back to you, Matt.
Okay, copy, Chris. Very good, thank you. A little tough copy on you today, but I guess we had a couple of new folks get their generals lately. Okay, very good, and I guess you probably didn't hear the question this morning with your receive not being too good. And with that, we're going to move on, and we'll give a wing flash to K6PX. Steve, he knows what wing flashes are. Our F4 guy in San Diego. Good morning, Steve. Okay, did I miss anybody on today's list as we had it? Have I missed anybody? K1BOB calling.
K1BOB, this is Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray Echo. I'm back, I'm sorry, over.
Okay, I heard Steve, and I think I had somebody else in there with you. K6PX. Steve, go ahead. I'm copying you here. Okay, Steve, thanks for joining us. Pretty good signal there, about a 5.5 from San Diego. I know you've got compliance issues there. Can't get up your 65-foot tower anymore. Anyway, thanks, Steve. With that, there was another station trying to get in. Other station, go.
Roger. Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray Echo. I'm back. This is Brandon. I'm in a Foxtrot Caesar. We need a 3-body that can hear me, and 73s. Back to you. KI5, ST.
Okay, I hear a QRP station. Somebody was talking over you, or there was feedback coming through an SDR there, perhaps. The QRP, come again. I caught you well at the very end there. Could I get your call sign and name?
Kilo India 5, Sierra X-ray Echo.
Okay, I'm copying you. Somebody came over you again. I caught just KG on your call sign there, Raphael. I think you've been with us before. Give me a call one more time, please. Okay, Kilo Golf 6 India X-ray. Very good, Raphael. Well, you're in the Air Force Flyers Club net. Did you have any comments for us this morning? Okay, very good. Get most of that there, about a 4 or 5 into here from Placentia, California. Very good. Thanks for joining us, especially with the QRP. It's working. It's working. Okay, I think with that, I'm going to, I didn't miss anybody. Here we go. Okay, question of the day. Here we go. Well, I'll go down the list here. Most of these were correct. Statement Alpha, Major Boynton was born in Idaho. At age 6, he had his first airplane ride with a barnstormer. The barnstormer was a semi-famous guy. His last name was Pangborn. Clyde Pangborn gave him a ride, and old Gregory Boyington at a very young age actually wing walked for a bit. Penguin was known as upside down penguin because most of the time he flew his biplane upside down, and he'd cruise into the clouds anytime when he was VFR. Anyway, so the first one was true. He got his first flight. He did go and get a Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Engineering, got married, and went to work for Boeing as an engineer and a draftsman. So question or statement A was true. That was true. Statement Bravo. In 1935, he applied with the Navy as an aviation cadet. He was rejected because he said on the form he was married, which he was married. Well, he did get a copy of his birth certificate and found out who he thought his father was, Hallenbach. That was his last name up to that point. I found it was his mother's second marriage. So Boyington's father was actually a dentist. The name of Charles Boyington. So his mother divorced Boyington when Pappy Boyington was a baby. So he found that out, and he knew it wasn't his real father. He changed his name to Boyington. And he neglected to tell the Navy that he was still married when he applied again, and statement Charlie was, under his new name, not mentioning that he was married. The Navy accepted him as an aviation cadet. So that was true. A, B, and C are true. Answer Delta. During his first tour, Major Boyington shot down 14 enemy fighters in 32 days. Yeah, that's just about one every other day. And that was a true statement. That was true. I verified that in 2 sources. So yeah, he was a hot guy. Answer Delta was true. Answer Echo. In January 1944, Boyington was shot down over the Pacific just after making his 26th kill. And for nearly 2 years, Boyington was a POW. Someone questioned that. I read he had overall 28 kills, but he became a POW after he got his 26th. Shot down after he got his 26th, the same flight. He was a POW, and yeah, it was just about 2 years. I think it was a month short, and then he was liberated when his camp got liberated. Everyone thought he had died. Everyone wrote him off, and then he appeared from the dead, it seemed. So with that, the 28 kills, he was a flying tiger before that, and he was credited in 2 air-to-air victories there, and that's probably why he's credited with having 28. He also got one on the ground. I don't know if they counted that, apparently. So Echo was true. Answer Echo was true. His autobiography, Baba Black Sheep, was used as the basis for a 1970s show. A lot of you saw. And I said it was starring Pernell Roberts. No, it wasn't Pernell Roberts. It was Robert Conrad. Robert Conrad, and you probably know him from Baba Black Sheep as the commander, playing Boyington. And yeah, a lot of bar fights. And Robert Conrad also starred in the Wild Wild West. That was a 1970s show also I used to watch when I was a kid. First in black and white, eventually changed to color. You can watch it now on Netflix, I think. I've seen some of the old shows. They're a little corny by today's standards. So the correct answer was only one, and it was answer Echo. Answer Echo was the correct answer. With all that, I don't know what else to add. Yeah, he was a pretty legendary guy, and he actually died at 79. He was a chronic smoker. He died of lung cancer in 1988. So with that, I'm going to go up to the top of the list and acknowledge Chris and Bowling Green, and Tom, you gave us 73. Let's go to Arlington. N5B. Did that answer your question there, Leon?
K4YDB, N5B. I'm getting my eraser out and using W2WLD's discretion, I'm correcting my papers. Oh, I love this net. Hi, Bob. Enjoyed it. 73, everybody. K1BOB N5B.
Okay, we're going to give you a partial credit. Thank you, Lee. And let's go back out to Hamil. Thank you for doing a great job with the net logger there, John. W86LJS. John, you're up.
Okay, thanks, Bob. K1BOB, WA6LJS. Did you say the correct answer was echo? The echo was false? I thought it was foxtrot was false. Over.
Did I say echo? We didn't have an echo, so yeah, it was foxtrot, John. Thank you for that. The answer was foxtrot. That was the incorrect one because Parnell Roberts did not star in Bob Black Sheep. It was, in fact, Robert Conrad, who was a stunt guy, and his father was a stunt guy, and Robert Conrad also did the Wild Wild West. Thank you, John, for correcting me.
Oh, okay, real good. I thought I misheard it there, but yeah, very good. Foxtrot was the correct answer. Very good. All right, well, good, Matt. You're still solid in there, and I even heard K6PX on the SDR coming in pretty good, but nothing locally. He's too close to me. Anyway, good question. 73, I'll be here to the bottom. K1BOB, WA6LJS.
Okay, John, good question. Good answer, John. You're the first one to get it correct all the way. Correcto mundo. Thank you, John. I think Leon might have left. I'm not sure. W4PUO. Lee, are you still there? You're up. 73 round.
Yeah, still here, Bob. K1BOB, W4PUO. Yeah, that was a very good bio and recall of a very famous flyer. Famous mostly because of the TV show, which, I watched a lot of them. I did not remember actors' names very well, so I can remember John Wayne, and I know it wasn't him. Thanks for this, Bob. It was really good question and a good expose. Appreciate it very much. K1BOB. W4PUO 73 is all the flyers.
Okay, Lee, very good. Yeah, Robert Conrad played the part of Pappy Boynton, and he was an actor. He did a stuntman, too. He started as a stuntman, became an actor, and he did all his own stunts in the Wild Wild West. Every one of them, 100%. He'd be jumping off of balconies and all the stuff he did. That was him. I don't think he ever used a double. His father appeared with him in one of those Wild Wild West. His father was a lot taller than him. Robert Conrad was kind of small. He probably had to kick him on a step or something when he appeared with tall actors. Anyway, thank you, Lee. Let's go out to W5OG with the correct answer. Very good, Dale. What do you got?
Well, nothing else for the net this morning. Interesting subject and topic, and the guy was amazing. No question about that. I didn't know that Robert Conrad was also afflicted with that being vertically challenged, like others of us. Anyway, 7-3, everybody have a good day. We will, I guess, come back and do it again tomorrow. Thanks, Bob. K1BOB, W5OG. See you on Echolink.
Okay, Dale, very good. Yeah, he was a little vertically challenged. He was a very good-looking man, though. I'll say that. He was very handsome, and he really stayed in shape, and that was kind of highlighted during that whole show. Thank you, Dale. Let's see. I think Mike gave us 73. I'll give him a try. KF0OPE. Mike, are you still there? You're up. Mike was true to his word. He went 73. And let's go out to Scotia. W2WLD. Well, Bill, you got it right. You're up, Bill.
Well, wonders never cease.
Thank you, Bob. Really enjoyed it.
Everyone have a great day. 73. K1BOB, W2WLD.
Okay, thank you. Well done, sir. W2WLD, K1BOB, 73 to Bill. Let's go to Sparks for Sparky. KF7, GJO, 73 round.
Oh, roger that, Bob. Yeah, if you all recall the beginning of the TV show, Bob Black Sheep, where the Corsairs were in formation flying over. That was the east end of Anacapa Island off of
Oxnard and Portland Union. When I flew for Sierra West Airlines, we had a exclusive landing right on that island. It was owned by a Dr. King, Santa Barbara doctor, privately owned at that point in time. And so, yeah, it was interesting to see that eastern tip of the island every week, and the number of times that I had flown over that, going to and from the Rock. Hey, 73s, everybody. Fantastic chat. Let's try this again tomorrow. K4YDB, KF7. Okay, Sparky, very good. Get your light. You're still coming into the Lumpkin site well. And 73 and the Chinese decided to cover you up there with their radar. Just started cutting in there. Maybe you can work that into your new book. Okay, we'll leave call for now. And I think Jack went 73. And let's go back to Charlie. SRS, you got it right, Charles. K4YDB, well done, sir. You're up.
K1BOB, K4YDB. Well, I didn't really know the answer. I was just following the rest. But I'm glad I got it right, though. Anyway, good net today, Bob. I was copying just about everybody over here. Anyway, 73s, everybody. Everybody have a good day. I'm going to go play in the dirt. K4YDB, back to net.
Okay, Charles. Thank you very much for running the YouTube. That is fun. And if you haven't seen it, get on YouTube, put in K4YDB, and you'll see pictures, you'll see the questions from the day if you can't hear it. And you get Charlie's Flex Radio out there doing a great job. You can use that in lieu of a SPR site somewhere else, but just to see it. Let's go to Las Cruces. I'm sorry, W5PIX. Clifford, you got 2 wrong and 1 right, so what's that give you? Minus 33%?
Well, that's all right. I don't care. I got to be right or wrong. It's just 6 years old. That's all. Can't do it. Oh, well, that's all right. It's all right. You know, I was got to have my encounter Robert. Play snappy point. So, other than that, I don't care. No problem. And I'm pointed at you there, so I'm on the same side. Hold on. I've been switching back and forth with some of the guys, although I do have Charlie the YouTube up also and watching the net loggers, so there's no problem there. 7-3s, everyone, and it's always a pleasure to talk to you guys tomorrow from the valley. Texas, that is, the Rio Grande Valley. 7-3s for now. W5PIX. I'll be over on Echo-Link for just a short. And I got to get out of here for just a moment to go tell me, yeah, you still got blood flowing through your feet. Thanks to me. 7-3. W5PIX.
Okay, very good. With a beam to beam there, your S9, peaking S9 there. Very good. That made a difference. Okay, let's see. Next on the list is W5ABI with a good answer. Well done, Joe. You're up.
K1BOB, W5ABI. Yeah, I got one right. Good net, Bob. I think I watched that show when I was in boot camp or somewhere. I'm a little older here. Anyhow, good net. Thanks for running it. 73s to you and all the flyers. K1BOB, W5ABI.
Okay, Joe, very good. Great answer. And yeah, I think in the mid-70s they started going from black and white TV to color TV. And Wild Wild West is like that. The first ones were in black and white. Then they went to color. You can watch those today. I bet you can find Bob Black Sheep too. That was color because it was later, though, I think. All right, let's go to WB2JJO. Ray, good answer there. You're up.
K1BOB from WB2JJO. Bob, LAX is in there. It's in there. I just want to say it was a fantastic net as usual, and I got like half of it right, so I guess I got a 50% today. Hi. But for Pernell Roberts, he was a big guy in Bonanza. I used to watch Bonanza all the time with Dan Blocker and Lauren Green That was a good show. That was a good Western show. Had nothing to do with aircraft, but that was a good show. So with that there, Bob, very, very good question. And we'll turn it back over to you. And like I said, I believe LAX was in there too. He jumped in there, so give him a shout. K1BOB from WB2JJO.
Okay, thanks for that. Yeah, Lauren Green, he started out as an announcer for the Canadian broadcast station. And remember Little Joe? Well, he went on to Little House on the Prairie, Little Joe. And yeah, remember Dan Bosser? He was they were all great and they were all different, except for Parnell Roberts. He played a lawyer. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Ray. Let's try Washington again. That would be Russ. K8AF, and I haven't forgot KB7LAK. We'll get you here shortly, Justin. But let's first go to Russ, K8AF. Take it away, Russ. 73 round. Okay, nothing heard. Let's go to KG5PTE. James, you still there? You're up.
Hey, good morning, Bob. K1BOB, KG5PT here. And I was looking on net logger, and I see one of our locals. Oh, Chris is in here, KI5ZTI/AG. Chris, Jeff and I are waving a hand at you right now. And Bob, thanks for running the net. 7-3s, everybody. KG5PT, back to net.
Okay, thank you, James. And another perfect answer there. So let's go to Brandon and Wiley, KI5SSE. SSXE. Go ahead, Brandon. Okay, nothing heard. I didn't think I was able to get him earlier. Let's try Steve in Edgewater, Florida. KQ4HJN. Steve, 73 round. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go to Ogden, KB7LAK. Justin, you're up.
Okay, fine business. Sorry, something happened with my antenna and I was transmitting. I couldn't hear myself. So put me down for Foxtrot. I'll be one and done. I got to get back to work here, but appreciate you calling that on today, Bob. And anyway, have a great one. KB7LAK.
Okay, Justin, caught you on Lumpkin there, and you gave answer Foxtrot, and that was the correct answer today. That was the correct answer today, and we're on the 73 round. I guess I wasn't able to get you earlier, so sorry about that. And 73s. Let's try Jim in Monument, Colorado. KF0 Papa Bravo Echo. Jim, go ahead. Okay, I think we missed him on the front round there. I think we got Chris, KI5ZTI. Good morning again, Chris. 73 round. Okay, nothing heard. Let's try Steve one more time. I think you gave me a 73, but let's try K6PX. Steve, you there? Okay, that radio's working, Steve. Make sure you get on with us in the mornings because you're doing okay. You're doing okay. And we'll give you a 73. Thanks, Steve. Always good to hear you. And last on the list, I have Rafael. He was operating QRP. Let's see if he's there. KG6IIX, California. You're up. Okay, our pleasure there. You faded out on the end there with the QRP mobile, Phil, and thank you for joining us, sir. And please check in again. This is K1BOB, and that's the bottom of the list as I had it. Did I miss any of the flyers this morning? Had I missed anybody on the list, please come now. Okay, that's the conclusion of the formal portion here. I'll take a couple check-ins if there's anybody out there just listening that would like to just do a quick check-in with the Air Force Flyers Club net. After that, we're going to close down the net and go to Echo Link. So I'll be on Echo Link shortly. Let me just give a try since we've got a few dead minutes here for the next net starts. Anybody like to check in with the Flyers, please come now with your call sign, name, and location. Okay, I think I heard New Mexico, KE7HOP. And what was the name, sir? Oh, very good. Station at Holloman Air Force Base. That's Leroy, I believe. Holloman, yeah, I've been there a few times and did some stuff out there. And I think Charles, K4YDB, was stationed out there also, where you got the test sled track there, and it's kind of another home of the fighter pilot. What do you do out there, Leroy? Okay, Lee Ride, is that right? Okay, very good. Well, that's some interesting stuff you do. You fit right in with the Air Force Flyers. And in case you didn't catch it, we start at 1500 Zulu, 1500 Zulu. So that's either, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock your time. I'm not sure what time zone you're in. You might be Pacific time. So we start then every day of the week on this frequency, Lee Ride, and thanks for joining us. I think you'd have a lot to interesting things to provide the net if you elected to come back and join us again. Any final comments, sir? Roger that. 80 watts on a magnetic loop. Yeah, they're pretty good. I guess a lot about is keeping it away from metal, I have read, and they can do fantastic stuff when they're in the right location. And you're talking to Bob here, K4YDB, up north of Boise, Idaho, and the Idaho Central Mountains. Well, thank you for joining us, Lee Ride, and please join us again, sir. This is K4YDB. I'll give you my 73. All right, thanks. Good call. Any other check-ins for the Air Force Flyers? Okay, nothing heard. This has been K4YDB. Thank everybody for joining us this morning. Great group. A lot of good answers to the question. I hope you learned something. And I'm going to close down the net and relinquish the frequency here. I'm going over to Echo Link on the AFFC node, the Air Force Flyers Club node. I'll see you there. K4YDB, clear.